Now, can there really be public sector transformation without a performance management system? That's the question from an economist. Jamaica Maitland has details.
A merit system is often used to encourage positive changes in homes, schools, and business places. In the case of employees, for example, it can be a raise in salary after sterling work. Well, that system technically doesn't exist for the members of the political directorate, who are now in line for a whopping salary increase that have angered many Jamaicans. And though it's part of the public sector transformation, economist Dr. Adrian Stokes says that cannot be the only justification for reform.
It is unsustainable to have persons earning, material salaries, and there isn't a commensurate, effective performance management system. That is a recipe for disaster.
But the job description for the political directorate isn't new. The recommendations from the 1990 Carlstone report were used to justify the raise. But according to Executive Director of the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, Jeanette Calder, the irony is those recommendations have yet to be addressed.
16 recommendations to improve how you do your job, and in 33 years none have been implemented. That in and of itself is an argument to say, I'm sorry, no.
Dr. Stokes reasoned that the raise is given to the political directorate, plus the civil servants will take a greater chunk of the already measly gross domestic product. It will now affect plans to reduce the public sector wage bill, as the 9% to GDP ratio has now been breached.
And we are, as a country, afford to pay the quantum that has been paid. And I'm speaking not just to parliamentarians, but to the wider public sector.
According to Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark, the country can afford it.
Barbados, Trinidad, and Bahamas have not entered into a public sector restructuring. The way in which they have recovered from COVID has not put them in a position that they can add this amount to their wage bill to pay their public sectors. Jamaica is the only country in the region coming out of a pandemic that's been able to offer these levels of adjustments to its public service.
But at what cost? Dr. Clark, who was speaking on TVJ's All Angles, says Jamaica is rebounding at a quicker rate from the pandemic compared to most countries in the Caribbean. Notably, Jamaica is second to Haiti for having the lowest GDP in the region. When asked whether the People's National Party will roll back the increases if they form the next administration, General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell said this.
We are willing to facilitate the discussions with the unions to ensure that there's equity across the board.
Jamaica Maitland, TVJ News.